Hello and welcome to today's Inside Filthy Reactions. Today we're going to look at a video. Yesterday I just searched on YouTube window cleaning UK just to see what come up, and I think it's about the third or fourth one down, and it just attracted my eyesight because it said how to start a window cleaning business in 2024. Had a brief look at it yesterday, and I think there's a lot that we can comment on, and yeah, we'll go from there. So yeah, here we go.
Right then folks, so I'm Liam, I run LRS Exterior Cleaning. So this is going to be a video on an in-depth description and tutorial of how to start up a window cleaning business. There's going to be a cheap way and then there's going to be a slightly more expensive way, but two different methods of how you can clean a window. I'm going to go through how I do it, and then I'm going to show you how I do it, and then we'll talk about what I prefer and whatever else. So yeah, this is going to be the window cleaning setup, and then coming soon I've got a pressure washing setup. Obviously the date today is early March, I think it's the 7th of March. So I'm getting the pressure washer out next Friday. So then I'll show you all how I set it up and stuff, and then we'll go into a video of how to pressure wash, what you need, basics pretty much. So yeah, without any further ado, we will begin with showing you what I have, how I do it, how it works, kind of thing. Right then, so firstly what you need to do, this is the traditional method. So what we've got here is we've got a bucket, we've got an applicator, we've got a squeegee, we've got, this is not a necessity, we've got some Unger liquid.
Never
You
used
can just
that
use
stuff.
fairy liquid.
It's gone a
There's
fairy
only one way you
route.
can use this Unger liquid. You will need a microfiber cloth. This is to wipe down seals. You could also do some more cheaper cloths to wipe down all the frames. So obviously these bits can get a bit grubby. Yeah, you want a cheaper microfiber cloth, so you can just put your applicator on and then wipe them all down. Yeah, I'm going to show you how to use this Unger liquid, and then I'll show you how to use the fairy liquid as well. So firstly what you need to do is you need to fill this up just a little bit, not too much, about 4 or 5 litres or so. So I'll quickly do that. Right then, so as you can see, I've filled up with water. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put some of this Unger liquid in. So you mix, what you do with this is different to fairy liquid. So with Unger liquid, it's 1 to 100, as you can see at the bottom there. 1 to 100. So for 4 litres you put 48 ml in. Now I haven't got a measuring jug, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and put that much in. So only a little bit, not too much. Close the lid up, give it a little shake around, put your applicator in, give it a little whirl around, like so, and then you're basically ready to go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to clean the window. Now a quick note, I did not use pure water just then, that was just tap water, an outside tap. So an outside tap, 4 litres, 48 ml of Unger liquid. You give it a little mix with your applicator and you're ready to go. So I'm going to clean the window.
So
now,
more soap, less water.
and then we'll do it in slow motion. You describe.
Don't want too much soap on there because you want to get rid of it easily. The more soap you have, the more bubbles you create, and then the more mess you've got to clean up afterwards. But
nice.
This is what first thing that caught my eye is going right to the edges. When I first started, that's exactly how I was doing it, and when you joined me, because obviously you have more years experience than me, you're always saying about leaving about an inch from the edge.
yeah, even a centimetre. I mean, it just gives you less to clean up afterwards. And the rubber's going to bring the water down the window anyway, but it's just less bubbles around the edges, less time to clean up, more efficient.
Good technique though, isn't it? How would you do that different?
Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go.
You fan from the bottom going up like that, or
So, anyone that cleans windows knows that once you can clean a window, it doesn't matter where you start on that glass. But I usually come across from the right to the left, back down, and then go that way. Depends what hands you use as well.
So you come right to the window, right over. Just give it a good old soap. So just make sure you scrub. Don't need to be too hard.
But making
Just enough. Make sure the window is fully soaked up. You don't want to miss any bits because otherwise your squeegee will get stuck in places.
yeah, I don't agree with that so much, you know, because you've got far too much soap on
So
there for
I'm
the
going over this twice,
rubber to glide, don't
just so
you?
you can be sure.
Doesn't need that much, does it?
No, one decent scrub across it. I know what you mean though. Sometimes
Hopefully
when
you can
the
see
sun's
now that
beaming down
window
on the
is nice and
glass, your
soapy.
rubber can
So
start
put
to
the
sort of
applicator back,
catch.
and you're going to grab your squeegee, right? So what I like to do is I like to prime it first, so you get the rubber nice and wet. So what
I've
I'm
never
gonna do
heard
is
of
I'm
that
just
before.
gently
I'd always
dab across
dry
the window,
my
make sure
squeegee
my
before I
rubber
put
comes
it
nice and
against the
wet,
glass, so
and I'm
you're
gonna start
starting
again, okay?
with it
So
dry.
just watch what I
Wherever
do.
you
So
start from, it's not going to leave any bubbles there because it's dry already.
squeegee is now
Just for me,
nice
it's
and wet.
about the speed,
Grab the
and
applicator again. Just go over
the less
back.
mess you've got to clean up afterwards is the quicker you can be. And I understand he's
And now we're ready to start. So I
showing
like to
people
use the
what
fanning
he
method
does.
because if I go down and down, I will have a bit of window I've already cleaned, and that will leave rainbow marks. So
Necessarily, if you
for
tilt your
example, is
squeegee
14
slightly,
inch,
it won't leave the line down the window.
and you know that its window is bigger than 14 inches, but you know that it's not exactly double 14 inches, which is 28 inches, then you can't go down twice. You want to use the fanning method. So this is how you use the fanning method. You start there.
That's how I clean a window in limited time. I've done it.
Put your squeegee
Just
on the window.
always start at that angle, come up to the top, and then
Rotate, come across, rotate again, come down, you should feel it just pressing on the side of the window, rotate, keep rotating, it's a slow rotation. Right, I'm down at the bottom now, I'm going to come across, I'm going to turn, and come all the way back up, so that I can reach the top of the
the
mallet.
point of the matter is, as long as the squeegee stays on the glass from start to end, the whole point, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've always got your squeegee pointing downwards. I think some people call it cutting the mountain or something.
But he's gone up, down.
That is how you clean a
down.
window.
You
Now,
start at
after
the top
you've
and
done
work your
that,
way down
it's
to the bottom.
important
You've got to bend down once.
that if you're using fairy liquid,
Like
or
create
anything
more work
like
for
that,
yourself.
you don't want any drips coming down because it will leave streaks. Okay, so you grab your your microfiber cloth, run it across top and sides.
You always use scrims, never use microfibers for detailing, have you?
Okay.
Not that there's anything
You
wrong
won't
with
have
that.
any
The
running. No,
microfibers
To clean
decent.
the frames, all you need to
I would
do
have definitely cleaned the frames first.
I thought this was odd. I've never
nice
seen that
little
before.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
do the whole
depending
way
on
around
how
if you
dirty the
don't
frames
really
are,
know
I'll sometimes, while I'm wetting up the
do it the whole way
window, I'll
around.
just let the
grab your microfiber
applicator
cloth.
under the frames as well, and then I'll
Wipe
cloth
it.
them down before you off the glass.
Microfiber cloth. This one is used for frame. This one can be used
No,
on
no,
glass.
that might be
It won't leave
creating
any
more work
streaks.
because you're
So,
cleaning up
that's
twice.
I always
how
thought
you clean the window.
wet
I'll go
rag,
for it one
dry
more time
rag.
with you. You grab your applicator,
Clean the frame.
dunk it in the water. Make sure it's nice and soaked.
I'd have a bucket on a belt as well, though.
Squeeze it
Yeah,
off.
Pour a little bit of water into it, shake it when you want it to get wet again, and
Yep.
yeah, because you're transferring water all over the place, aren't you, between the
Smother
bucket
the whole
and
window.
the surface.
So,
Plus, it's just extremely quick, isn't it? You know, having a bucket on a belt and having a bit of water in the bottom, like you say, you just on one window, next window, next window, next
Yeah.
window.
I just find I've always learnt with bucket on a belt.
Now what you want
But
is
I know
you
there's a
want
few
a
lads
consistency
here
where
that
it's
don't
not
use
running
them.
off.
And I don't
So you can
understand
see
how
all
they
my bubbles are
don't.
staying
For
there,
me,
not
it's just so
running down.
easy.
grab the squeegee.
Yeah.
Like I say,
Yeah.
you prime
Yeah,
it, but
yeah,
this is
yeah.
already wet.
Belt.
So just to prime it, you just go along a little bit and then reapplicate again. So
I don't get
start
this priming
here,
bit.
work your way upwards. Come across. Rotate slightly. Rotate again. Come all the way down to the bottom. Rotate. Come across. Turn your squeegee upside down. All the way to the top. Just grab all the soap. Right back down to the bottom. I will be doing another review of squeegees because this is just an Amazon one. I mean, it's Unger. It is from
Nothing
Unger.
wrong with
I
them.
bought it from Amazon as a kit.
Yeah, you've always
I have
been
got
that,
a belt
haven't
as
you?
well, but I'm obviously not using it because I'm here at the ground.
Because
I'm
other
using a
lads have
ladder
come in,
and
they've all had their
on my
own
side, so I stick
brands
squeegee
and
and
techniques,
applicator
haven't
in.
they?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
also
There's
need
a couple of
a
the old
scraper.
brass ones.
Now,
You know, they're
this is
tiny
the
little handle.
blade.
I
It's
could
very
never get on
sharp.
with
You
them.
don't want to
I
use
was
your
always,
fingers
I've always used
anywhere near
Unger.
it. Don't touch it. Okay, so I can't really show an example here. In fact, I might be able to. So if we come to this window, as you can see, we've got pallet furniture. There's just a little mark there. Before you use this, it's very important. You want
Use
to
the
go
end of the
over
dobber, don't you?
patch with the applicator first. So just a little, like that.
Fingernail.
Yeah, well,
Now, these might
one end of the
come off.
dobber's got
It hasn't.
like a scouring
Yeah,
pad on
yeah.
it
Here's my
anyway.
scraper. So with the application of the soap on.
Yeah, he's right. You've got to keep the window wet.
Yeah. Would you use that for that little mark?
No, I wouldn't go like that either.
Yeah.
Just
One
push once
direction.
and then start again.
That is how
Push
you clean
once.
traditional. I'm now going to move on to the pole method, which is what I have been using for a long time. And if you've got a small van, traditional is the way to go, to be honest, because you can stick ladders on your roof, have a nice rack, and all you need is this bucket.
Got to disagree with that because working at height regulations now, you shouldn't be working off ladders, and I know that's going to throw the cat amongst the pigeons, but
Right then, so
you
we
know,
open the
if
van
there is
door,
a safer method to
you will
use, then really you should be using water-fed pole, at least for the upstairs, you know.
Synergy Clean Pro, and I've got my barrels of water. This is pure water. This has to go through a filtration unit at your house.
I've never understood. I understand, you know, it's probably down to like money setup stuff like that, but I've never understood why you wouldn't go with just a simple tank system to start with. You know, maybe I just had a fortunate way in, but the guy that showed me how to do it was all about time saving. So when you save time, you make money, you know. That's the whole, you know, whole exercise of window cleaning. So what we were talking about with hand tools, it's the quickest way to do it and the quickest way to get around it. Efficiently, you know, make sure everything's clean. But
yeah, that's always been that balance of fast and efficient, isn't it? It's,
well, yeah, that's it. We've known some great window cleaners who just take all day and you don't make any money, you know. But I don't get this big boy. I mean, obviously we got backpacks and that for when you need them, but all of this, look at this, this is just far too much time. Simple tank in the back, get it bolted in and go that way. Yeah, but see that, sorry, missed that with the brush on the wall. It's a pet hate of mine. I'm not saying that it has happened, but we've had a few times where we've had scratches on glass and we've not been able to prove whether it is us or isn't us, but we've obviously paid for it to get sorted. Every time I see a brush that's on the wall, the way I look at it is that could potentially pick up grit, and I know some lads will say they'll run their hands through it or whatever they do, but it's just another hazard that could potentially cause damage on the glass. So yeah, you know that every time I've seen a picture, it's get it off the wall.
Schoolboy error, we call it, don't we?
Yeah.
Frames we've done. We're moving to the glass now. Obviously I said these are lead, so it's a bit of a different clean style.
Yeah, I don't agree with this either. I mean, leads can be a problem, we know that. I mean, if they're in a good state of repair, which they look like they are, you know, the result can be fantastic. The only time normally is if there's oxidisation on that lead work, that can sometimes lead to spots and stuff.
Like
but
cloudy residue underneath each line as well.
Yeah, potentially, but if they are in a good state of repair and they're not oxidised, generally we find that water-fed pole is the most efficient way of cleaning these.
Yeah, well, when I used to do it back in the day, it was wet cloth, dry cloth, and every little square would be cleaned, and even that you'd catch it sometimes where the lead joins up.
Yeah.
Catch it with a cloth on it. Right, you're next to the windows with it back down again, but water-fed pole, I find, as long as you're not too heavy-handed on it, it's fine.
Sometimes it will fall onto the window and you'll notice it.
Because this is a thing as well where people in the industry talk about splash and dash. But this is just far too long what he's doing, you know. It's again, we just find that balance between being quick but being thorough, you know, and the way he was scrubbing up and down that window. It's just one big sweep, up and down, up and down. Decent rinse, off you go.
CLX 22, which means it's a 22-foot pole, which will extend.
Well, it's what we use, isn't it? Standard. We use a 27 though standard, don't we, with an extension if needed.
As you can see, if I just put you up a little bit, I can now reach the very top of that window. That will obviously, you've got two more sections you can extend to, so you can quite easily clean 3-story high windows.
That's what he said there is incorrect. You can just about get a 3-story, but if you've got any extension or something to go over, that 22 won't reach, will it?
I'm not keen on the brush head either, as well. There's no seal brush on there, so this either.
So it comes all the way up here, just pushes
you have to stand right back and tilt the brush to get the seals.
And it comes out.
But you're not going to get the seals. You're going to get the bottom of the frame, but you won't get the seals.
So that is the pole setup.
And again, it's more time saving, isn't it? Having a seal brush, you're straight down, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, swipe across the seals.
You can pick up a cheaper one, you can pick up a more expensive one. This is perfect, to be honest, for window cleaning. Absolutely perfect. You don't need any longer.
You do need longer, I don't agree with that. You're only going to get 2 stories, potentially 3 stories, but
next up, we've got this
sometimes
hose
that's
reel. Now, this is
as long as you're
100
directly
litre
underneath it. You
hose
know?
reel.
You're not going to get Baluxes and
This is
things like that
from
with it, are you?
Pure
You need a
Freedom.
section
And
7.
I've got
and
this
a
second hand
27.
off a window clip. This is quite a bargain, to be honest. I managed to get this and a 400 litre tank, which is going to go in here from next week for the pole.
Oh, fair play. He's getting a tank
So water-fed pole is my main
Yeah,
system.
I suppose he's at the beginning, so fair play to him.
Oh, yeah.
Likeable lad as well.
Yeah, without a doubt. You know, this is, again, it's nothing personal. It's just some of the things that he's saying about how to start a window cleaning business. It's our point of view on it, you know. But yeah, don't condemn anyone, especially a young kid like that, getting out there and going and doing it, you know.
Yeah, fair play to him.
So that is a 10-metre hose. I know it's a bit all over the place, but that is what comes with a backpack as a setup. That will connect there. That's a hose lock straight into the
Oh mate, remember them? We had them in the day, you know.
And yeah, that's what will get you started, to be honest. Got me started. I had that set up for about 3 months, 4 months. So I had the backpack, which I was carrying around the job because I've only got 10 metres of hose. Had that, goes up the pole, extends.
That's what the videos were about when we first sort of started.
20 to
30 old Harris poles and all that. Jesus, we get the shit ripped out of us.
It's definitely a purchase that I'd make. It is just, it saves a lot of time. All you have to do is pull it out, turn your pump on, and you're away to go. Obviously, other than that, you've got to fill up as well. But like I said, I've got my tank coming. So I have a 400 litre tank in the back, and I've got a shore flow pump and a pump controller, which will be connected to a battery, a leisure battery in the back of the van. Had the same hose reel, same pole, same system, to be honest. It's just instead of the backpack.
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about as far as the setup's concerned, doesn't he? I suppose you just build into that point.
I can just fill it with water, runs off a battery, we're good to go. So this is my pump, what I use at the minute. Like I say, it's a big boy backpack too. So this is what you've got.
We've got the big boys.
Yeah.
Are they better than the Gardeners ones, do you think? Or?
You got, yeah,
I don't know really as a
switch.
comparison. I
So
mean,
you've
the
got
Gardeners one, the one we got now, the big boy one, seems to have been
and you
holding
got
its
your
own
pressure.
for longer
So,
than the
when
Gardener
I'm
one
window
before,
cleaning,
yeah.
I
Mind
tend
you,
to
we're
put it
probably
on
running
one
a chemical through the
and
other one.
Yeah, I
this
believe
up.
we were, yeah. And this
Half
we
a
don't
turn.
use it a lot. It's only the odd internal courtyard
Okay.
or
That is what I use when I
yeah.
window
So
cleaning.
imagine using that house bashing
Obviously,
all day,
you
25
can
hours
use
a day.
This is what I was going to come to. It's just
It's a great bit of kit.
the difference
This will get you
between sort
going.
of
You
going
can-
out there
this is
and
about
again, if you're starting up,
under
you're not going to have
£200,
that
I
many
think.
houses.
And
Time's
it'll
going
make
to be
your money
on your
back
side.
faster
Yeah.
than you can think
When you
of.
get to a
I wanna
point
keep
where
mine.
you
Mine
know
is
you want to
staying full
earn
gutters
sort
and
of
bases.
the bigger
For
money
cleaning.
if that's
So,
what you want to
yeah,
do.
it's
I mean, you
gonna
might be
stay
happy
with
just
me.
to go around doing it.
But like I
Absolutely
said,
fair
we have a
play, no
tank here,
problem with
400 litre
that.
tank
But
full
from our
of this
perspective, or what
pure
we've
water in
done,
it.
it was
Gonna go
always about
about-
efficiency,
stick out to about there.
getting on, getting off the
This
job,
is my new
and how
pump,
much money you
short
can
flow.
obviously make in that time.
I
you
picked
know?
this up second hand. This came with a hose as well as the tank, which the tank is now just waiting to be cleaned. It's somewhere else in a lockup. It needs to be cleaned out, so that's my job for this week. I'm going to pressure wash the inside of it, stick a bit of
Done that
bleach
as
in
well.
there, rinse it all out,
IBCs
make
that
sure
have
it's nice
had
and
them
clean, and then we'll be good to go.
I don't know, some
But
sort of
this is,
chip
like I
pea in
say,
there or
a
something or
budget
other.
setup. So you've got your pole method and your traditional method, and you now know how to use them. Right then, so the next stage is to show you how I filter water at my house. So behind me here on this black plank of wood, we've got a reverse osmosis system.
I've always
This
had the
cable,
40/40.
blue cable,
This
we go
is a
onto your
smaller.
hose, so you'd have your
I don't know
garden
what
hose
output
tap,
this is.
which will come all the way in here, straight onto there,
vans.
Yeah.
and then you plug in and you'd have all of this set up in place. So the blue one that comes out of the resin goes straight into your container, or you have an extension.
At least he's
you go
realising
outside
that
to an RBC,
getting a
which
spotless
obviously
water
stores
isn't
it
the
for
most
1,000
efficient
litres, so
way
you're
as
never
well.
out of water. Like I said, at the moment I'm struggling a little bit because I'm having to fill up 4 containers using this way because I haven't. Well, I've got an RBC now. It's also
Again, man,
with the
you just
tank
got
in
to-
the van.
Too
On
long.
this table, this goes into the container and it fills up. Now it takes about an hour to fill up a 25 litre container. I have been filling up at spotless water stations sometimes.
That's 4 hours
When I'm
afterwards.
at home, this is just,
It's just
I
not
leave it on,
efficient.
go do something
It's
else
not
for an
efficient
hour, come
at
back
all.
and change over containers. Right then, so as we said about the pricing, the water-fed pole system. If you're looking to go fully budget, all you need is you need a pole, a brush, and a backpack, and some water containers. That's all you need to start a water
Gonna be
pole
limited
business. You need 4 containers.
what you can earn, but hey, yeah, we'll start you off.
Systems. As long as you've got all of that, you're fine. You can just put the water into the backpack, turn the backpack on, make sure it's all connected, pole, and you're good. As I said, that will start you off. You will have that. You'll be able to carry the backpack
Fair
around,
enough.
put your water in it, take it, do the work, come back to your van, put it all back in there, and then you're good to go. Now that will start you for around about £300–350, I guess, around there. I don't think you'll be spending much more than that. And obviously you can upgrade over time, which is what I'm currently doing. So I then bought the hose reel. I then get the back in the van.
Fair play, he's doing it all himself, isn't he?
Yeah, of course it is. Like I say, it's not. He's out there and he's doing it, you know.
Okay?
There used to be a lad on one of the estates in Milton Keynes I used to see all the time. He started off with a backpack, and then
I'd say
a year or so later I saw him putting a big water-fed trolley thing around with him, so he's probably got himself a van now. But you're building yourself up.
Great, you can get started straight away.
I started in this for £2,000, you know. It was £1,000 for an old beat-up Transit, and it was £1,000 for. Back then it was a death trap, but we done what we done. 1,000 litre IBC. Bought a second-hand like 40/40 and stuff from someone else.
That will get you going.
And
all you need is that kit.
Hose lock, blooming.
Bit of practice, do it on your own
Garden reel
windows,
from
learn how
B&Q
to
for 30 quid.
I didn't show you actually how to use fairy liquid. So if you're using fairy liquid, instead of mixing in the tank, so you don't put the water and then the liquid, then shake it about and use this to stir it kind of thing. You don't need to do that. All you need to do is fill it up with water, dunk this in the water, and then you want to put, you have your fairy liquid there, and you just run a nice line across that side, turn it over, across that side, and then you can start using it on the windows. That's all you need to do with fairy liquid, which is different from the Unger liquid. Right, so back on track. So yeah, you can start your traditional window cleaning with under £100. Let's say under £100, you could start traditional window cleaning. You could door knocking, leafleting, Facebook advertising, posting your local Facebook groups. It's what I did. Yeah, you can grow that way. Just get out there, just practice on your own windows, and
I think there's no replacement than door knocking when you're first starting out. The quickest and easiest way. Facebook is so saturated.
So
and as soon as someone says they want a window cleaner, you get 98 different people jumping on it. You know, I can't imagine.
And if you've got
building a business that way.
Water-fed pole. Honestly, water-fed pole is my main way to clean a window. Excuse me. If I've forgotten anything, it will be after this clip, and I'll be on my laptop and be like, oh, I didn't say that. So you'll see that in just a second. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please leave a like. Obviously this takes time out of my day to make these videos, and I just want to try and help everyone, build a community of people trying to build up their business and help everyone as much as I can. Please leave a like and subscribe. This is the safest way and easiest way to start a business in exterior cleaning. So yeah, thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one.
Fair play. I mean, it's there's obviously stuff there that definitely think he could sort of fine tune and tweak, because from our experience, I suppose maybe that's the difference between maybe, you know, someone starting out to running an efficient business, because over the years, like, I've bought a few other window cleaners out, like the guys we bought out that all
the Leamington work and all that.
No, it was all Milton Keynes. It was the guy with a priest.
Oh yeah.
And he, you know, his work was good prices, and he couldn't make any more than like 160, 170 quid a day, and that was two of them going out for like 6 hours. And I just couldn't understand what it was. But then when I saw how he was working, like, he had hose reels that they were having to put in and out all the time. He was just bending over backwards too much for customers. Like, I want you here at 2 o'clock. I want you here for then. And it's just streamlining all them things, because in this business, time is money, you know.
So we're a machine in comparison, aren't we? I mean,
but to be honest, I started as with that mindset, you know. And maybe it was just a good mentor, if you like, who started me in this, because he was always about how we can save time. And so much so that I remember he put hooks on the outside of the van to put the poles on. Yeah. So you wouldn't have to put them in and out of the van. He thought, that's going to save time, that's going to give me more money. And he was going down the M1 and one flew off at 90 mile an hour. So yeah, wouldn't encourage that. But that's what I'm saying. It was all about time saving and stuff. So fair play to the kid. He's out there, he's doing it, and you know, he obviously knows what he's talking about. But I suppose it's just making that jump between working for yourself for a certain amount of money a day to creating a business, if that's the way you want to go. That, you know, you got to really start looking at sort of how you streamline stuff and just become more efficient, you know. But yeah, so I ain't got nothing really bad to say. It was just a few things I wanted to.
There's a lot of things that could be sped up. I know he's done this as a learning video, but yeah, there's just different ways that we do things would be different. But then I suppose coming from 25 years of this industry for me. Don't know how long he's been at it for, but he's only going to keep learning and bettering himself. So fair play to him.
Yeah.
Good luck, mate.
Without a doubt. So with that, do you want to give him a rating out of 10?
I'll give him like an 8 for effort as well. You know, he's building himself up. I don't like rating people anyway, but yeah, I think
just an opinion.
He's building himself up to a 10, isn't he?
Yeah, I would go similar, and just purely because I just think there's a few things where you can save time and everything else, but yeah, fair play. You're out there, you're doing it, and you're obviously building yourself up. So,
and this was from 24, wasn't it?
I think so. I think it's about a year old, but as I say,
nice to see how he's getting on now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe I'll have a more look at his channel and see what he's doing. But yeah, fair play. So, hope you enjoyed that, and yeah, please comment, like, share, subscribe, and if you've got any comments, do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Let us know. It'll be great to hear your feedback. So, till next time, cheers.